Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about the conic section and we are focusing in parabola. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So we are told to determine the opening of parabola, the vertex, the directrix, the axis of symmetry, and the vertices of the latus rectum. So this is actually part 3 of our video class. Feel free to see the link in the description down below with regards to the part 1 and part 2 of our video for you to know more about the parabola. So let's start. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to transpose this 12x and 35 from left to right. So just copy y squared, copy negative 2y, and then you will be adding a new constant here. So you put equal sign. So leave a space because we will need to add a new constant. So transpose this 12 from left to right and this 35 from left to right. So this 12 is positive, it will be negative 12. X and this 35 is negative, it will be positive 35. Alright, so next step is we'll need to add a new constant. To add a new constant here is we will do the completing the square. Alright, so the formula that would be b over 2 quantity squared. So our b is negative 2, so that would be negative 2 divided by 2 quantity squared. So this will be negative 2 divided by 2, that's negative 1 squared. So negative 1 squared, it means negative 1 times negative 1. And negative 1 times negative 1, that will be positive 1. Therefore, you will add 1 on this left side of the equation. You will also add 1 on the right side. So let me just copy this one. So this will be negative 12 plus 35. Sorry, negative 12x plus 35. So we transpose 12 from left to right, and this becomes negative 12. And this becomes positive 35. And since we add 1 on this left side of this equation, you will also add 1 on the right side to make the equation balance. And then once you get this one, okay, you have a perfect square trinomial. You make it into square of binomial. To make it square and binomial, just get the square root of the first term. So get the square root of y squared, that would be y. Okay, square root of y squared, that would be y. And then get the square root of the last term, square root of 1. Okay, the square root of 1 is 1. And then simply copy the sign of the middle term, minus sign, and then you put quantity, then put squared. So that's it, class. The perfect square trinomial, you make it into square binomial, and this will be your answer. And then put equal sign, then you copy this one, negative 12x. You add this one, 35 plus 1, that would be positive 36. Alright, so check if we can equate this one. So we can equate this one by negative 12. Okay, so this will be y minus 1 quantity squared equals, this is negative 12. You factor this out. You can factor this out by negative 12. So negative 12 divided by, okay, negative 12x divided by negative 12. So this will be negative 12 divided by negative 12. That's positive 1. X divided by none, so simply copy x. So this will be x, class. And then 36 divided by negative 12, or negative 36 divided by 12, negative 12, that would be, so 36 divided by negative 12, that would be negative 3. Alright, so this will be negative 3. So when you check this one, class, by distributive property, negative 12 times x, that would be negative 12x. Negative 12 times negative 3, that's positive 36. You will get the same answer, class. So therefore, this factor is correct. Alright, so you already have this equation. So this will be our equation, class. So this will be our equation. Now you check the equation. So once again, in the part of our video, we explained this one. So this will be our equation. So therefore, we will be using this one. Alright, so if this is your equation, once again, if this is x, quantity x minus h squared, if you have quantity x minus h squared, therefore your parabola opens up or down. So if you have positive number before y minus k, your parabola opens upward. If you have negative number before this quantity, your parabola opens downward. Now for quantity y minus k squared, if you have a positive number before this quantity, your parabola opens to the right if you have positive number. If you have negative number before this quantity and you have this equation, check, class, we have the same equation with this one. So therefore, your parabola opens to the left. This is left, this is right if you have positive. And this will be downward. So we explained this one in the second part of our video. And this will be upward. Since we have quantity y minus k squared, so we have this one. So our parabola opens to the left. Alright, so our parabola. So the opening of parabola, I will just put OP class. Opening of parabola, we don't have enough space. So I will just put OP. So the opening of parabola, that would be, so this is negative, that would be to the left. Okay, since we have quantity y minus 1 squared. We have y squared. So opening parabola, that would be to the left. And then the vertex. So the vertex class, that would be h and k. So okay, once again, do not forget y minus k squared, quantity y minus k squared, then x minus h squared. So this will be our k, and this will be our h. So our h, that would be, if this is negative 3, you get the additive inverse. Always remember this one class. If this is negative 3, you get the additive inverse. So this will be positive 3 for h, and k, this is negative 1, you get the additive inverse, that would be positive 1 for k. And that would be our vertex. Always remember that one class, you get the additive inverse when you get the value of h and k if you have this given quantity. Once again, if you have x plus 5, therefore your h will be negative 5. You get the additive inverse. Okay, if you have this one, quantity x plus 5. So we have negative 3, so h will be positive 3. We have negative 1, your k is positive 1. Get the additive inverse. Alright, and then we get the focus. So the focus, the formula. So the focus, that would be, the formula class is 4p equals, get the value of this one. Okay, 4p, and then you get the value beside the quantity, this side, the right side of the equal sign. Okay, the right side of the equal sign, this will be the equation. You get the value beside this quantity, before this quantity, and that would be negative 12. So the focus class, it's always 4p. Always remember this one. The formula of the focus, it's always 4p. So 4p equals, then you get the number beside the quantity, negative 12, and divide it by 4. Divide it by 4. So our p is equals to negative 12 divided by 4, that's negative 3. So our p, or our focus, that would be equals to negative 3. Alright, so our parabola opens to the left. So I will just give space here for our graph. So let me graph this one. So let me just write the p here. So p equals negative 3. This will be our focus. So let's graph, class. So I apologize for my graph. So let me give space here because our parabola opens here to the left. So more space to the left. Then letters small space to the right. So our graph, class, is not the perfect straight line. So I'm so sorry for this one because we don't have the ruler. So I hope you understand this one, class. So this will be 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So positive, negative 1. Once again, for x-axis, positive to the right, then negative to the left. Once again, if you want to know more about plotting points, go ahead. Feel free to see the link in the description down below. I will just put how to plot points. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6. Let's just stop on 6. And for this, for the vertical line downward, so we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. And for, okay, so we have positive 3 for x, positive 1 for y. So this will be our vertex, class. Upward, so 1, 2, okay, so this will be, okay, so we need to have more space upwards, class. So I'll just put p here. P equals negative 3. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8. Let's have 8, class. Alright, so starting from the vertex, we will start to the vertex. We have 3 and 1. So once again, for the vertex HK, this will be XY, class. xy. So therefore, positive 3 for x, positive 1 for y. So positive 3 for x, positive 1 for y. So this will be your vertex. Alright, now once you get your vertex, you can plot your focus. Your focus class is negative 3. And since our parabola opens to the left, always remember that your focus should be inside the parabola. Okay, inside the parabola. So therefore, our focus, our focus class should be here. Okay, on the left side of this vertex. So since this is negative 3, therefore you move 3 units to the left, because negative numbers are going to the left. So negative 3, you move 3 units to the left. So starting from the vertex, this one, so 1, 2, 3. So this will be your focus. So 1, 2, and then 3. Alright, so that will be your focus. Now to get the value of your, to get the length of your latus rectum, so we need to get the latus rectum, and the formula of latus rectum, that would be LR equals the absolute value of 4p. And you will be asking, sir, why is it absolute value of 4p? Because the latus rectum class is the length, and the length is always positive. Okay, the latus rectum is the length, so that's why we have absolute value of 4p. So we have 4 times our p is negative 3. Okay, the absolute value of 4 times negative 3, and 4 times negative 3, that's negative 12, and the absolute value of a number is always positive. So the absolute value of negative 12, that will be positive 12. So this will be our latus rectum. So since this is 12, therefore, you move 6 units starting from the focus upward and 6 units downward. So therefore, starting from this focus, you move 6 units upward and 6 units downward. So why is it 6 units? Because this is 12 class. Okay, it should be symmetrical. This is 12 for the length, therefore 6 units upward, 6 units downward. So starting from the focus, you move 6 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be the first point. And you move 6 units downward starting from the focus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it, class. And then you can connect the points. Alright, this one and this one. Alright, so that would be the latus rectum and the vertices. Let me just write the vertices. So the vertices of the latus rectum, I will just put it here, class. LR vertices. So the vertices, first vertices, so we have our x is 0 since we are at the center. So our x is 0 and our y is positive 7. So 0, 7. The other one, so our x is still 0 and the, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and our y is negative 5. So 0, negative 5, and 0, positive 7. That's the vertices of the latus rectum, class. I hope you got that one, class, the vertices of the latus rectum. So next, we have the Directrix. Now, the Directrix, class, if you move 3 units starting from the vertex, 1, 2, 3, therefore, to get the Directrix, you move 3 units on the opposite direction. You move 3 units to the right. So you move 3 units to the left, 1, 2, 3, therefore you move 3 units to the right. So 1, 2, 3, we don't have enough space. Let me put another point. So this will be 1, 2, 3, so 5, 6. So this will be 5 and then 6. I'm so sorry, class, we don't have enough space. I do apologize for this one. We don't have the graphing board. We do it manually so that you can really understand this one. That's why we can do it. We answer this one manually. So I do apologize for this one. So starting from the vertex, you move 3 units to get your focus. 1, 2, 3. Therefore, to get the Directrix, you move 3 units to the right. Opposite direction, class. So you start at 3. So 1, number 4 will be 1. Number 5 will be 2. Number 6 will be 3. So 1, 2, 3. So this will be at 6. Okay, so the Directrix will be at 6. And Directrix, class, is actually a line. Okay, so Directrix is a line and you intersect at this horizontal line, which is 6. This one, class. So this will be your this point. So starting from the vertex, you move 3 units to the left to get the focus. 1, 2, 3, and you move 3 units to the right to get the directrix. 1. So this is 3. So next number will be 4. 1. Next number will be 5. 2. Next number will be 6. This one. And since the directrix is aligned, so therefore you intersect at this given point, which this point is positive 6. Okay, this is the point of positive 6. This one, class. You intersect at this given axis, which is 6. Alright, so the directrix, I will just put it here. I'm so sorry for this one because we don't have enough space. But our answer for directrix, that would be x. Directrix, that would be x equals positive 6. You intersect at this given point, this one, which is positive 6. I hope you got that one, class. Once again, for the focus, you move 3 units to the left. 1, 2, 3. To get the directrix, you move 3 units to the right. So 4, 5, starting from 3. So next will be 4, then 5 will be 6. And you intersect, you align at this given horizontal line, which is positive 6. That's why you have x equals 6. Now, to get the axis of symmetry, class, that would be, if your parabola opens up and down, your equation would be x equals h. If your parabola opens up and down. Now, if your parabola opens left and right, your axis of symmetry, that would be y equals k. So therefore, since our parabola opens to the left, this will be our equation for the axis of symmetry. So therefore, the axis of symmetry, that would be y equals k. So that would be axis of symmetry, that would be y equals k. So therefore, our axis of symmetry, that would be y equals, our k is positive 1. So the axis of symmetry is positive 1. And of course, if you do it manually, because the axis of symmetry, it means that you cut the parabola into 2 equal parts, and you cut this one in this scenario, in this y, class, this one. That's why your axis of symmetry is positive 1. Y equals positive 1. Alright, and the vertices of your focus. So we have, starting from this vertex, 1, 2, 3. This will be your focus. So the vertices of your focus, that would be x is 0, and then y is positive 1. This will be the vertices of your focus. Alright, so that's it, class. The opening of parabola, we have left. Opening of parabola, left. Vertex, we have 3 and 1. Directrix, we have x equals 6. And the axis of symmetry, y equals 1. The vertices of the latus rectum, this one. And the vertices of the focus. So we are all set, class. Do not forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. And do not forget to share, like, and you share it to your classmates and to your friends, so that we can help more students, class. So that math would be easy as it could. So once again, this is Teacher MJ. Bye-bye.